Now, the one great thing about the summer vacation when we take off, it allows us to catch up on stories that, we're just a little bit behind, but not too far behind, but are still top in the headline. And we've discussed before that there has been some rumblings in Disney, especially at the streaming site, that when Disney bought Fox, they also bought the 2/3 of the stake in the Hulu company, in the Hulu streaming site. The other third is being run by COMCAST. We heard a bunch of stories last week about Hulu, their advertisement practices, that they bent the knee to this situation, which is ridiculous, that people should not, if you got political ads, and if a company doesn't want to run a political ad on a streaming site, that's their objective. That's their opinion to do that. Left, right, if they tell you left and right, we don't put advertisements on for politicians, then don't be screaming about it. They're looking at their viewers. They're looking at keeping, their viewers watching. And if the viewers don't want to be entertained and not to be preached with politics in their programming, that's Hulu's opinion. That's their business practice. But one of the things we've been seeing, and we're seeing, how can we put it, an evacuation. Because we've said that Disney wants to get rid of Hulu. And several people in the business world, experts in the stock market and all that, agree that from a technical aspect, Disney needs to brush off Hulu because, it's not sustainable, which I believe that's a lie. I believe that Hulu, looking at Hulu itself, the site, what it can give, and the changes that it can make it a stronger website. If it can take on a more of a Pluto TV sense, in a way. It already does do that in a way, but a live feed would help on its main page, especially those who connect to maybe Stars and maybe some other thing, and run a feed of maybe a movie that is on their site, a movie or TV series on their site. Simple a la Crackle, a la Tubi TV, a la Pluto TV. Because that's what's in. And you have advertisements, as we said before. We have advertisements on Hulu, and you can pay for non-advertisements. They have various other, they have Stars and Showtime and everything that you can get on there. But it's starting to look more and more that Disney wants to get rid of it. And that would be neglecting the $27 billion that they promised to pay Comcast in the end. In about, 2 more years? I think 2024. But what we're seeing is certain products that is owned by Disney, especially R-rated product, is being moved out of Hulu, strangely. But we know what's going on. They're pulling the videos because of the eventuality they'll get rid of Hulu. And what we've seen so far is Deadpool, Wolverine, I think, the Logan movie, and a couple of other things that are being pulled away from Hulu and moved over to Disney Plus. Now, a lot of people are upset that Disney Plus was going to have R-rated movies on there because of, family and stuff like that. Honestly, they've always considered to put in an R-rated section. How many companies out there how many streaming sites out there have R-rated stuff? You have to cater to all. As much as I dislike Disney at this point and the way their business practices, putting R-rated stuff is not above. See, the thing about it is, they're neglecting an entire And I'm talking about an entire lineup of indie films, the films that they've put under, especially under the Touchstone brand name. Like I said, Ruthless People, Tough Guys. We can go down a whole list of films that were produced by Disney under another banner. And yeah, you might find them here, there, and other services, or on Amazon or YouTube. You have to pay to rent them, or you can buy them on a download, which I never recommend a digital download for any film these days because you don't really own those digital downloads. And even Seth MacFarlane has mentioned the Orville next season is looking at Disney Plus for its next season.
Hey Orville fans, Seth MacFarlane here. I am so excited to announce that all 3 seasons of the Orville are coming to Disney Plus on August 10th. We are thrilled to be bringing all of our missions to the platform, so be sure to tune in.
Will that encourage me to get Disney Plus? No, hell fucking no. No, not for the programming, what they've done to a lot of the Star Wars universe, the Marvel universe, you know, what they're doing to their classics, Little Mermaid, Snow White, Aladdin, you know, up and down their entire lineup. And, you know, and we have another video of what they did to Walt just recently. You know, they're starting to erase Walt Disney from their corporate structure. The man who created this place. You know, I don't really care what you think of him. He did create the company. He is the company head. And he had a vision. In a time period, let me tell you something. He had a vision in a time period where America was fighting within itself. And we're doing that again now. And people misunderstood what was going on in that time period and didn't understand it before the internet, before that. You know, people used to jump on people that were, you know, against them politically, or basically unionization and stuff like that. You know, you heard, in other words, people were whispering things that they couldn't really prove.
Of my boys, my artists, came to me and told me that Mr. Sorrell, Herbert Sorrell, was
Herbert K. Sorrell.
Herbert K. Sorrell was trying to take him over, and I explained to him that it was none of my concern, that I'd been cautioned to not even talk with any of my boys on labor, and they said it wasn't a matter of labor, that it was just a matter of them not wanting to go with Sorrell, and they had heard that I was going to sign with Sorrell.
And it's funny that you're hearing the same thing today. And now we have the internet, and, you know, people get accused of things that weren't really true. But this is the Disney mentality now. They don't know what the fuck to do with their product. They have a chance to create a better streaming service. Not by having one, by having two. Doesn't hurt Paramount. Paramount has 2 streaming sites. COMCAST has 2 streaming sites. Well, technically a part of the second one. And Zoom, if you don't know Zumo. You know, Pluto and Paramount, 2 different companies, but they still work very well together. They still work very well together. And it doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt at all that you have another site with a different amount of people. You got to put it to this perspective. ESPN is not doing well. Who knows how much longer ESPN has in this business? Because there are other sites that are promoting sports that is killing ESPN, because ESPN has gotten political because of all the shit that they talk. People don't want to talk politics. They want to watch sports. They want to talk sports. See, this is the problem. You allowed the activists to get into the company, and they just literally eating the company inside out. You know, we're already hearing the Jon Favreau stuff that's going on. You know, could you imagine Jon Favreau jumping ship over to Warner Discovery? Oh, that'll kill Disney, period. That will kill Disney, period, in their production division. So you look at everything Disney has done to date, both theme park-wise, business-wise, streaming-wise. They've been making a lot of bad decisions. They've just lost the contract in India for cricket. Now, you may not find that to be important, but we had a video back saying it is. You're talking about 50 million subscribers, and they estimate they're going to lose 20 million because they've lost the rights, streaming rights to the cricket league. In India, cricket is bigger, you know, than our baseball, our football. You know, you have a large population in India that just love cricket, and you would think that would be crazy on there. You know, but that's part of the business trend. That if MLS, if cricket, you know, knocks freaking Disney down several pegs, you know, this is going to be a situation. You've seen Peacock are having their issues already. Peacock has really no true content. They're relying on the classics that they have that are only toward NBC, and that's it. You know, they have some programming that they're creating and all that. They own the WWE over on streaming rights, but they're censoring that as well. Peacock is not doing that well. Disney could end up in that same boat. So we'll continue to monitor this. You can comment as you wish below. Subscribe, like, share. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.